We handle all types of products: machinery, power presses, vertical transportation equipment such as escalators and elevators, power tools, automobiles, any type of machinery that's operated in any way by either an assembly situation or personally or in a construction site. We want to see the piece of machinery just as it was when the incident occurred. And you need to do that by getting out there and seeing it as soon as possible. We will confer and consult with an expert. We will make sure that as the case goes forward, we understand the exact details of how the machine operates and all the safety devices that it had or should have had. And only then can we better represent the client if we ourselves know the product.
Working in oil and gas law is important to me because it affects every area of the law and every person involved. Typical matter that we would handle would be review of an oil and gas lease, review of a pipeline right-of-way agreement, review of a division order or a royalty check to be sure that the client is getting paid appropriately. Our goal in working in oil and gas law is to make sure that the goals of the client are met. We want to know what they want out of the transaction and do our best to try to get that for them.
An occupational license is a limited use license that allows you to drive for employment purposes or to perform essential household functions. A person may need an occupational license if their license has been suspended for a DWI or drug conviction or other traffic-related offenses resulting in a suspended license. The use of an attorney in obtaining a license is essential because it's actually a lawsuit that has to be filed in the court of jurisdiction requesting that that court order the Department of Public Safety to issue you a license for the limited purpose. In some situations you may need to appear in court, but in the majority of situations we can obtain your license for you without you even had to make an appearance in court.
If the court has awarded child support and your ex-spouse refuses to pay that child support, the way that you enforce that court order is through a contempt action. You ask the court to hold that person in contempt and to order them to do certain things such as pay the back support and even pay your attorney's fees for having to sue them to enforce that order. The other side of that coin is that if a court has ordered you to pay child support, it's a very good idea to follow that court's order, because not following the court's order may result in a finding of contempt against you and ultimately even jail time. Child custody and child support orders are not really permanent in that they can be modified by a court at any time. You have to show that there's been a substantial change of circumstances since the court order was entered. And if you can do that, the court may modify that order. If a person is behind on their child support payments, it may be that they need to modify their order, and we can help them do that. In the meantime, they should pay as much as they can, but we can help you modify that order so that your payments are lower.
I am Oren Cohen. I'm an attorney at law. I started working defense work and personal injury in my last 2 years of law school. The insurance companies are not your friends, and wrongs do happen. So they do not just readily give you money. You have to fight for it. What we do is at times, and actually the pleasure in being an attorney is to actually create what's necessary so you can get compensation when others won't try. At times, the attorney, and maybe the small attorney, is the last bastion of civil justice left. And that's something I strongly believe in. So if you believe in civil justice, you believe in people, it gives you a pleasure. On a good day, you're happy. So if you want to hire an attorney, that you actually have access to the attorney that works with you, you get an honest answer, and somebody that has been in the business for over 30 years to represent your interests, that's why you call my firm.
In order to prepare ourselves for trial, what we typically do is learn everything we can about the case. Invariably, every single case has its strong points and has its weak points. And what we want to make sure that we do is we want to make sure that we're the most prepared lawyers in the courtroom. I help my clients prepare for trial by educating them about the process. Most of my clients have never been inside a courtroom before. Everything they know about trial, they've learned from TV, and a lot of that is erroneous information. So the best thing that I can do for my clients, the best thing I can do for their case, is to get them comfortable with the process, let them know what they can expect, what I expect from them, and in doing that, in getting them comfortable, what invariably happens is that they are able to better assist with the defense of their case. Being competitive, I would say that my goal for each case is to win. But winning takes on many different forms. Ultimately, what I want to do is I want to achieve whatever my client is looking for. Oftentimes it's winning the case, and in criminal jury trials that means being found not guilty. But we at Crane Lewis evaluate what it is that our clients' goals are, and we try to take our ego out of it, and we achieve what it is that they want, because they're the ones trying to put their life back on track.
The single most important thing I present to the client is that I genuinely care. I genuinely care for their position. In other words, I genuinely care that the insurance company is trying to take advantage of the client. I don't like bullies. I hate to lose. And so when the client comes to me with an issue, when the insurance company is not wanting to pay the repairs on their car or not wanting to pay for the rental car while they're on foot, I get upset. And when I get upset, I draft pleadings and I go to court. If it wasn't for guys like me that get animated and get excited and that care about the little guy, then the insurance companies would take advantage of everyone and there would not be any rule. It would be the rule of man, not the rule of law.
Parenting plans are required essentially in any court actions that involve children under the age of 18, including dissolution and parenting actions. They're important because they essentially control anything related to the children pending the court action and thereafter. Many parents do not realize that there are certain laws and requirements relating to relocation during a court action and thereafter. Proper notice must be given and served, and the other party has the right to object. We can help assist you in giving and serving proper notice, objecting, and moving forward with court litigation if necessary. Parenting plans are required essentially in any court actions that involve children under the age of 18, including dissolution and parenting actions. They're important because they essentially control anything related to the children pending the court action and thereafter. Many parents do not realize that there are certain laws and requirements relating to relocation during a court action and thereafter. Proper notice must be given and served, and the other party has the right to object. We can help assist you in giving and serving proper notice, objecting, and moving forward with court litigation if necessary.
I think that FindLaw is a great company. They're always very open and accessible. Their customer service has been second to none. I really enjoy what they've done with our website. I think they maintain that well. I treat Vitus more like a colleague, I'd say, than someone that works for me or that I pay to help with our business and marketing. He's always been very polite. He's always very easygoing. He's always ready to explain something when I need him to, and he's there for us when we need him. I would absolutely recommend FindLaw to any of my colleagues. If they ever came and asked, I would say, I don't think we would be as successful as we are today without FindLaw's help. They're the best in the business. Give them a call. They'll be more than willing to help you out and set you up on the path to success. I think the work they put into our website has shown up in the numbers of clients that we attract and the amount of revenue that we've been able to generate.